We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I hope everybody's having a great day after a heavy weekend. Monday is usually when we just calm down a little bit after working really hard Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So I hope everybody's healthy, everybody's enjoying themselves, and yeah, getting ready for the holidays because in about 10 days, it's gonna get really ugly. But don't forget, guys, yes, we are working a lot during the holidays. A lot of people get frustrated because, oh, everybody else is having fun and we just work like hell and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but this is the time when we are making the most money. Back in the days, doesn't matter, when I was in United States, in here in Austria, in Switzerland, the most money you make is during the holidays. During the holidays, I remember, but my wife, because she doesn't have this kind of experience with. She's been already 10 years working in hospitality as a barkeeper, but back when we were in Switzerland, she didn't have this experience working holidays and working in a place that you make a lot of money during the holidays. So she comes home, and like in a 5 days period, 4 or 5 days period, she brought home 2,500 Swiss francs, and she was like, wow, this is amazing. You're working a lot of hours, but I mean, when you're looking at the money, well, 5 days or 4 days or 5 days, $2,500. I was like, that's a lot of money, and it is true. So look at the holidays as an opportunity to have a lot of fun with your clients and what work, but also with the guests, but also make money. All right, because guests for Christmas and New Year, they want to have a lot of fun. Just provide the joy, provide the energy, provide the of course, professional service, and they will give you more than you expect. All right, so we make money during the holidays, and we're gonna spend this money after the holidays. So when everybody else is working, we're gonna be chilling and having some fun with pretty good chunk of cash in our pockets. That's why it's so important to work in a place where you can make tip. All right. Everybody has to understand that. I always look at the jobs like that. My job, let's say in United States, you don't get paid salary. Well, you get paid salary if you work for the big casinos. Like when I was working banquets in the Venetian, you get paid back in the days $11 an hour, which was a big salary 20 years ago. $11 an hour for a waitress, nobody was paying this kind of money. But you get paid that plus automatic 18%. We are making money. But let's say you get a normal job like anywhere in the world. You get a salary. You need to make sure that you're making tip as much as your salary. This is a good job. You gotta make sure that your tip is matching your salary, and that's already a good job. Now, if you can get a job where the tip is like 4 times your salary, then you are working a top job. That's how you should weigh the jobs. Is that a good job? Is that a bad job? How much tip I make? That's it. Because if you go to work and you spend 8 hours there and you're not making any tip, salary is fine, but the motivation comes from you, from the guest giving you appreciation. That's what motivation for waiters come from. It's not coming from the salary. Nobody can pay you enough. No restaurant owner will pay you enough for your effort and time and energy and troubles, working as a waiter. It's just not possible because our job is really intense and it's yeah, and nobody will pay you this kind of money. Now, if somebody start paying $45 an hour for waiters, then I will scratch that. I will say apologize. That's correct. But $15 an hour? Come on, man. You can get $15 an hour in any shop you go to work. I think Walmart is paying now $15 an hour or something like that. So yeah, no. That's why working for a top company, like you're working in Vegas for the big casinos, like when I was working banquets, that was like, you don't need nothing else. You can retire right there. You don't ever going to think about switching jobs or whatever. Yes, you are working crazy hours. You gotta be there at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, you gotta work till 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. I don't care, man, because you get paid. Yes, I will go to work 4 o'clock in the morning. It was my first job that I actually did not have problem waking up 3 o'clock and getting ready and going to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, let's go, because you're making money. So yeah, this is it. Everybody has to strive to get those two top jobs. Hold on 1 second, let me join on the live stream. All right. As you know, YouTube and Facebook lives I do this so you can have your thoughts, your questions, your comments. Where do you get you don't get messages on Facebook that the Waitress Academy is live now? You don't get those messages? Maybe I do something wrong. That's why nobody is on Facebook. YouTube, I know that you receive messages that the Waitress Academy is live, but on YouTube, on Facebook, I cannot see no message anywhere. How I'm supposed to know that the Waitress Academy is live? Yeah, I gotta figure that. All right, let's see, guys. If there is nobody that wants to say something, wants to share information, don't want to ask questions, I will close the live streams. There is no need to sit here and do lives. Let me just see the jobs, because we had a couple of questions about jobs. 2 days to go before the opening day at Element City Center Doha. Bring your CV and explore exciting opportunities that Merit International has for you. So we have a lot of members from Doha, from Qatar. You can bring your CV directly there. Okay, Element City Center in Doha. Go to Marriott and just go there and ask for an interview right there on the spot. Okay, they're still searching. They're searching for sous chef, chef de partie, demi chef, commis, pastry, assistant restaurant manager, outlet supervisor, hostess, waiters and waitresses, steward, shift leader. So you got 2 more days. Actually, you got more, but 2 days before opening. Get your CV. Everybody that is Doha, Qatar, get your CV and go to the Element City Center, Doha. those guys are looking for you, man. You get immediate interview, and if your CV is good and your interview skills are good, you can go for it. 47 Studios. Hello, my friend. What's going on? Nice to see you. I'm doing well. My wife and my kid, they were sick the last couple of days. It's been really rough because when the kid is sick, you don't sleep at all. I mean, it's been rough. And also, you know, my wife, she was sick for 5 days. So yeah, but I think everybody's fine now. So we are doing good. How you doing, man? What's going on? Yeah, we got snow here. I bet you got pretty good weather over there. We got a lot of snow, and it's still snowing actually outside. Again, guys, Element City Center, Doha. Go get your interview with Marriott. Just bring your CV directly there and get the interview, sit down, and hopefully you can land immediate job. All right, Marriott, top company in our industry. New company, new property opens. There will be a lot of troubles, but if you can handle it and stick around, this is the best way to grow in this business. Get a job in a new property and you show that you are really a top waiter or waitress, and you can really grow fast from there. So they're looking for Italy-based team member. We are in search of internationally experienced bilingual house manager, butler for our Rome estate to service UHNW guests. All right, so they're looking for somebody in Italy that will serve top of the line guests in the capital of Italy, in Rome. But you gotta have experience as a manager. You gotta speak perfect English, and you know, so that's definitely Pasparley Pearl. Some private yacht is looking for staff, but not waiters. Downtown Dubai, luxury restaurant is looking for hostess. Hey, a lot of openings for hostesses, by the way. A lot of opening for hostesses. For outdoor lounge, in restaurant, and JBR. This is the Jumeirah Beach residence. That's a beautiful place. Dubai, we're looking for hostess again. Yeah. All right, so like I said, everybody that's looking for a job, you gotta have your profile on LinkedIn. Make sure it's nicely built, everything, all the information is there. Put some tags that you're searching, and you will find a job, man. There's so many. Every single day, like thousands of hotels and restaurants, every single day are posting job openings. It's crazy. Yeah, follow the major companies, follow you're gonna find the profiles of the restaurants and hotels in your town, in your area, wherever you live, and follow them, and you'll see this is great opportunity to land a quick job, because they're using LinkedIn now really a lot. Don't forget also Waiters Network. You can do the same thing over there, because there are a lot of jobs posted on Waiters Network as well. 47 says, yes, still nice weather in Australia. It has been busy at my restaurant. Yeah, man, see, it's busy. You're gonna make money. You'll be all right, man. You know, beachfront property. What I'm talking about, man, I forgot what I'm saying. Beachfront. Beachfront. I forgot my English. Anyway, beautiful property on the beach. Put it this way, you're gonna make money, man. But I think, what are you expecting the temperature to go up, and that's why not going to be a good weather? Is that what you're saying? Because summer is coming. I don't care how hot it is. Summer is summer, man. You're right there on the beach. People are having fun. Should be good. Um, how do I prevent my guest grabbing the plates when I place them on the table? Interesting question. Um, well, one way is, so what 47 is asking is, like, when you're going to the table and you serve the plate, you have to place the plate in front of the guest on the table, but many guests go ahead and just try to take it from your hand, right? So, which is, if the guest wants to do it, of course you can't say, hey, get your hands away, like you can't say that, but of course it's not the right thing to do, and it's dangerous. So what I'm always saying is, be careful. Hot place, let me just place that in front of you. That's it. Just tell them it's a hot place, it's a hot plate, and you want to place that in front of you, in front of them. So basically, I don't believe many guests are doing this, because usually guests are very comfortable sitting, but there are some guests that are, usually people that are not very experienced with restaurants and everything like that, or they feel uncomfortable being served. Those are the guests that will do something like that. Now, it's another thing when you go to pick up plates, the guest to help you. That is okay. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Sometimes, so many people sitting on a table, and you cannot reach over, and so on. So that's perfectly fine. When you're bringing the guests the food and they're trying to pick it up, first of all, the plate should be hot if you're serving a hot plate. And second of all, it's dangerous because the guests, they have no experience carrying a meal. If there's a sauce on it, or some kind of potatoes or whatever, you get the plate and everything gets down on the ground. And it's always good that you place the plate on the table for the guests. So just hold it. If you see that they're trying to get it, just tell them, be careful please, hot plate, let me place this for you on the table. That's all. Now, if somebody insists that they take the plate from your hand, then of course you can argue with them. You cannot just tell them, remove your hands or whatever. That's not working like that. But just tell them, it's a hot plate, let me place it in front of you, and I think everything's gonna be all right. They will be good. All right, so yeah, when actually the protocol is that the guests don't sit like, or they're just, you're trying to kill the plane and they're like, wow, of course, when they're doing things like that, how are you gonna reach to it for the plate and everything like that? The protocol, the fine dining protocol, requires the guests also be aware of what's happening on the table, and if they can assist the waiter, pick up the plate and just hand it to them, in certain situation, of course, not like when you're sitting two people on the table and you have easy access to the plates, you don't need to do that. But when you have like a large table, a lot of people bunched next to each other, the waiter already have two plates in his hand, he has to reach out and so on. So it's just easier to help the waiter. So that's a helpful situation, and you accept that help. When you're placing the food is different story, because like I said, they can get burned, they can get unbalance the plate, and the sauce or some side dishes or whatever fall from the plate on the table, which is very unpleasant. And the protocol is that you are placing the plate. So just hot plate, please be careful, hot plate, let me place this for you on the table, and that's how that's what it is. But you gotta understand, guys. So there is a protocol is protocol, all right. But sometimes guests do not want to, follow the protocol. They just don't want to follow the protocol. You gotta wait for everybody to finish on the table, and then you pick up all the plates. But there are some guys that finish quickly. They don't want to have this empty plate in front of them, and they will call you. Hey, can you pick up this for me, please? Don't say, well, the protocol requires. No, no, no. Yes, sir, absolutely. Let me pick this for you. You take it and remove it, and that's it. Because the guest comes, they are the one that pays. They are the one that we need to make sure that they feel comfortable, they enjoy. So we need to do what the guests want to do. So yeah, we need to follow the protocols. We need to know the protocols. And when the guest says, I don't care about the protocol, just remove this plate or give me the bottle, I will pour my own wine. A lot of times, that will happen a lot of times when you work in a restaurant and you have a bottle of wine for the table, the guest will tell you, no, 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 give me the bottle here on the table. It's a white wine. I want to put it in the ice. I don't care about the ice. Put it on the table. I will serve myself. Don't worry about it. Absolutely. If the guest says that's what they want to do, you just agree with them, put the bottle on the table, and relax. One thing less for you to do. That doesn't happen very often. Usually guests know the protocols, they like the protocols, they follow it, but sometimes you just go with the guest desire. Let me see what's going on. 47 says, Sea and Shore Restaurant, Marine Parade, Labrador. Sea and Shore Restaurant, Marine Parade. Let me check it out. I'll check it out right now on the computer. I'm excited. When I was working in Florida, at this top restaurant, Pietro's on the Ocean. Yeah, you can check it out. Pietro's on the Ocean in Florida. Jensen Beach, that was what island? I forgot now the island. Anyway, let me check this restaurant. 47 is working there, man. Sea and Shore Restaurant. Sea and Shore Restaurant. Marine Parade. Marine Parade. Parade. Let me see. Australia. All right. Sea and Shore Restaurant. Good reviews, man. 4.4 reviews. That's not bad. That's not bad. Sea and Shore. Ooh, nice. A lot of seafood. A lot of seafood. I see the wine cellar. Ooh, man, look at those oysters. Nice. Oh, that made me hungry right now. And the pork chops. And is that chicken or something? Yeah, shrimps. Nice. Let me see some pictures of the seashore. Yeah, I got your restaurant Facebook page. You got 4.7 on Facebook. That's not bad at all, man. That's just like perfect score. You guys are doing a good job. You should be making good money. Yeah, 4.7, 4.4. That's pretty cool. Let me see. All right. Okay. I see Australia outside. I see. All right. Nice. Nice. I got the desserts too. Man, I gotta turn this off. I'm hungry. It's a long time before I get to eat something today. Nice. Wonderful, man. Listen, guys. yeah, you gotta get it. You gotta strive. Don't get comfortable. Strive to get a better job. Once you have learned everything on the job that you have become the top dog, and you are making the most that you can make at this job. Start looking for something better. All right, because there is always something better. You can work less, make more money, have more self-esteem working at a prestigious restaurant, and just living a better life. So don't get comfortable, learn everything. Now, if you're working in a company that is growing up, and you have reached the maximum you can reach in your restaurant, but you know that this company opening new restaurants and is growing up, and you have opportunity to build your career within the company, stay there. Stay there. All right. Or if you are, let's say you are top dog, top waiter, but you want to go into management, you want to go to supervisor, assistant restaurant manager, build this career now in this restaurant. Don't go to another place, because you're not gonna start immediately into a management. You build your career in this restaurant. But once you feel that you have gotten everything you can get from a place, it's time to move on, get a better job, make more money, and like I said, more prestigious job gives you more self-confidence. You work less and you make more money. You can set up a better life for yourself. It is what it is. Can somebody tell me how do you get information that the Waiters Academy is live on Facebook? I don't understand that, because this is just terrible. We have not one single person on Facebook. That means that all those, I don't know how many thousand fans we have on Facebook, like 11,000. No of them is getting any message that that there is a live stream or something, because I don't see it. I don't see it nowhere. Strange. Very strange. Maybe I need to do something with the settings. So I see now this here, it shows the Waiters Academy is live when I'm logged into the Waiters Academy. All right. That's really strange. All right. Anyway, let me see what's going on. Sart, hey, it's my first time on your channel. Welcome, Sart. I'm happy that you're here, man or girl. I'm always talking of men, but I mean, guys, don't get don't get upset. I know that we have like 40 to 60%, 60% males and 40% females on the channel. Just my way of expressing myself. But welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. 47 says, this is the restaurant I work in. Nice. Yes, I'm happy with anything my guests desire. Well, man, absolutely. Sart, what do you think about tips? In my country, giving tip is not common, but other countries prefer it. Oh, definitely. So there are many countries that tipping is just not a common practice. I can tell you a bunch of those countries in Europe. If you work in Italy, if you work in France, if you work in Denmark, if you work in Sweden, Finland, those countries, they just don't tip. Guests from those countries, they come to your country, they also don't tip, because it's not a common practice in their country, right? You can be a waiter in Italy, and if you work only with locals, only with local guests. I'm not talking about you working in Amalfi Coast somewhere with international guests from everywhere in the world. Yes, you're gonna make a lot of money because they will tip you. You know, they got a bunch of Americans, Australians, everywhere, from everywhere in the world. Those guys tip anywhere they go. But if you work in a local Italian restaurant with only with locals, you might spend a whole month without one single guest giving you €1 tip. Imagine that. Now, is that a good job? In some circumstances, yeah. If you are a beginner, if you are a mom with the little kids that go to kindergarten, you have no way to quit your life and go to Amalfi Coast to work in Portofino or Amalfi or Sardinia. You can go to Sardinia, work for the big resort. It cannot happen. You gotta stay there because this is your life, where you are, your family, your kids go to school and things like that, and you need to have a job. Yeah, so it is. Now, maybe there are restaurants in your town that serve high-end clientele, guests, and those are more likely to tip than normal Italians. Maybe that's another opportunity to switch jobs. But yeah, so now if you are in a country where tip is not common practice, but you are a young person, you can move around, pack your stuff, and go to, like me, ski resort, seashore resort, right? Any kind that serve tourists from around the world. And you're gonna start making money, even in your country, all right? Because you'll be serving tourists. And then if that is not satisfying enough, pack a bigger coffer, all this stuff that you get, and find a job in abroad, all right? Find a job in, I don't know where you're from, but you can get a job in a different country, and you're gonna start making a lot of money. So let me give you just a quick example. So a friend of mine, his daughter is now 20 years old, and she's in college, right? So she decided to go to United States for a summer brigade, to work in the summertime. And they gave her the visa, and she went over there. And I told her, listen, you go over there. She was supposed to work in a beautiful place. Nantucket is this beautiful place. But she went to work for some aqua park. And I told her, go to work in the aqua park because they gave you the visa and everything like that. But try to find a nice restaurant, close to you, and get a job there, maybe a part-time job, whatever, and you will see what's the difference. Working aqua park, you get the money, the salary, and that's it. But getting a job as a waitress, especially because she's a really beautiful girl, and you will start making real money. So she went and she followed the advice. She found a job at Hard Rock Hotel in the restaurant as a part-time, as a bus girl, because she didn't have much experience as a waitress, right? And she started working and she started making money. She was like, I'm making as a part-time, I'm making more money than I make full-time in the aqua park. And then she became a backup waitress, and she started making $200 a day in tip. So the difference is huge. Nobody will pay you salary of $200 a day working in an aqua park or working in a restaurant, working anywhere, all right? But tip, especially when you're really good and you know how to handle your guests, you can make a lot of money from tip. And that's why I say always get a job that you can collect your tip, and the more you sell and the better job you do, the more tip you make and the better life you have, at least financially. So that's what I would say, sir. You need to move around, because if you live in a place where tip is not common practice, there's nothing you can do. You cannot ask the guest for tip. That's gonna, upset them, upset the management. You're gonna get in trouble. There is no need to do things like that. But like I said, learn on this job if that's your first job. Learn everything that you can learn, practice everything that you can practice, become really good, and then go get a job in a place you serve tourists, and you're making more money, or get a job abroad where you can really make a lot of money. $47 is not the best water view, but still nice. Well, yeah, it's not on the beach, and like the one I'm telling you, Pietro's on the ocean, when I used to work in Florida. But you are on water, people walking around, it's a promenade, people see a good food, they sit down, they like it, and then they just keep coming. It is what it is. You work with tourists when you're working on water. If you are 3 streets back inside the town, you might be working only with locals and everything like that. Sometimes this is advantage, most of the time not. But it's a waterfront restaurant, so it's still really good. Port Sales, yeah, that's right. Restaurant for Bonfort. I've only been there 3 weeks. Oh, yes, I love this restaurant, but strive for my best. Absolutely, absolutely. So you've been only 3 weeks there. You're the new guy. Work hard, learn fast. Really, try to learn everything as fast as you can. This is one of the biggest misconceptions, guys. You are the new guy and you expect that you will be giving a leeway to make mistakes, to don't know things, and blah blah blah. This is so annoying to the old waiters and to the management. No, you go to the new place and you try to learn as fast as possible. Like, show them that you want to learn and you're learning fast as possible, because that's what they want to see, and they will love you for that. So learn everything that you can learn as fast as possible. Practice everything that you need to do there. Maybe you are opening, breaking the crab legs, or with a whatever you call it, in the mushrooms, and whatever you need to do, practice it. Don't be scared. Don't wait for the head waiter or for the established waiters to do it and you just watch. No, go over there and try. Yes, not going to be perfect from the first 2-3 times, but then you're going to get the handle of it and you can be doing it. Don't be scared from anything. Just go over there and practice, and just try to learn as much as you can, as fast as you can, and then you will see more opportunities will come your way. And listen, guys, I said many times already, I don't care what your situation is right now. Broke, no money, no home, no this, no that. I don't care. In 2 years, if you put your mind into it and you start learning and you start hustling and you start working hard, in 2 years, you can live a beautiful life. And I give example with Gerald Gomez. Shout out to Gerald. I don't know where in the world he is right now, because he's traveling with Carnival Cruises. But he was homeless and he was without job and broke. And he was like, man, Ned, what I'm gonna do? I want to work this and I want to work that. And I was like, if you want to work in a cruise, you got yourself hustling, my friend. Let's get a good CV. Let's build the referral letters. Let's make a beautiful, and start applying, start hustling. I don't know. It was like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 4 years ago, when that was happening. And at the end, he landed a job. He's working on a cruise line. He's traveling the world. He's posting pictures here on Facebook from France and Holland and some islands and United States and blah blah blah, making really good money, having the financial abilities to help his family, friends, whatever. That's how it is. You can change your life completely in just 2 years with this job, but you gotta take the job seriously. You gotta put the effort. You gotta learn. You gotta hustle. That's how it works. Sate, thanks for answering my question. I often think, why does Americans prefer tips as high as 30%? Is this because they pay less in America than other countries? So things are changing in the United States, but in general, in America, back in the days, we did not get salaries. So waiters, let's say when I was working in Florida, a waiter's salary was $2.30. So the minimum salary in Florida was $5.50, but waiters get paid only $2.30 because in America, people go to a restaurant and they leave you 20% tip. Now, the government knows that, and they allow the restaurants to not pay their waiters. So they pay us $2.30, but this $2.30 you don't get them because they go for taxes and health insurance, blah, 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 things like that. So that was like that back in the days. Now, 20 years, 20 something years, 25 years later, there are restaurants, especially those celebrity chef restaurants, BS, they try to change the system. I'm paying your salary now, so you're not allowed to take tip for the guest. I mean, this is completely cuckoo, all right? That's so ridiculous. That just drives me crazy that somebody will come up with the dumbest idea in the world. So they want to pay the waiters $15 an hour, like a normal job, like you go to Walmart and or some store, Publix or whatever, you get $15 an hour, and you don't need to take tip. Hey, dummy, really, $15 an hour? You think a waiter will be working a job for $15 an hour? What's wrong with you, man? And there are some really smart chefs and managers that they pay their waiters $15 an hour. They put automatic tip on every bill, 18%, and they themselves collect this tip, don't give it to the waiters, which is absolutely no. If I get the job, if I get my manager decide that he's going to do that, in the next 20 seconds, I'll be writing my resignation, giving it to him, and I'm not going to wait 2 weeks notice or 1 week notice or whatever. I'll be out of the restaurant immediately. You trying to screw me up and you trying to cheat so you can get more money? I mean, those 18% tip is going to be way much more than $15. So he's getting the tip from the guest to pay us and then pay himself as well. Are you kidding me, man? So, yeah, in America, waiters back in the days didn't get no salary. Now they, for example, even in California, they made a law that the minimum wage for waiters in a fast-paced restaurants like McDonald's and blah, 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 things like that, it's got to be $15. Cannot be less than that. But, you know, in McDonald's, you don't make tip, not much at least. In companies are abusing their powers and they hire people, they pay them $7.50. Okay, but $7.50 in California, you cannot even pay your rent. You cannot do nothing. You just have a miserable life until you die. All right? So I accept that. Oh, the company says, well, we cannot afford to pay this kind of money. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You are making such a margin profit on all those McDonald's burgers. You're making so much money on cheesecakes and coffees. You can afford to pay your people properly. So, yeah, politics stuff. Not trying to get involved in that, but yeah, that's why in America, people, when they eat in a restaurant, they tip most of the time. There are still some people that, you know, they're cheap, they don't want to tip. But those are very rare. So, Sart, where do you work? And have you worked in different countries? So I work in many countries and many continents. I work in the United States, I work in Europe, I work in Middle East, I work on the cruise lines, and trust me, I have not been working now for quite a lot, but I'm looking forward to get a job now. I am going to get like 2 3 hours a day job somewhere, even like a busboy, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm telling you, I need to start moving again because the last 6 years, you know, since 2018, since 2018, that's a lot of years. That's 6 years. Yeah, I'm pretty much sitting on the computer and working on the computer and shooting videos and things like that. But I'm not moving like I used to move when I was a waiter or manager or whatever. So I'm looking forward to this winter season to get a job. There's a nice, beautiful Italian restaurant, Michelin star restaurant, and I will probably start helping them like a couple of days a week, 2 3 hours a day. Just go there, help them a little bit, and I can start moving again. I love my job. I love to be a waiter. I love to be in the restaurant. I really love it. But since I started the Waits Academy, it's hard because I got so much other things to do that there is no time to do the job. Plus, in the evenings, I am spending the evenings with my kid, and yeah, when you have a little kid, there is nothing else you can do. You gotta be home with the kid. You can leave the kid alone and go to work. But this year I will get a babysitter for him, and I will go work 3 hours in the evening. But yeah, I'm not working right now, so I'm not working as a waiter. I'm working still on the business, but not as a waiter. Mohammed MK, hey boss, we wanted to have life together. Yeah, man, but you never got. I was looking for you should have gotten to me. What's going on? Let me see. I can put you live on Facebook, but we don't have so much people on Facebook. What's going on, man? What happened with the restaurant? Did you get the job in the Japanese restaurant? So Mohammed is working in a 6-star property. And he was applying for a job in a top Japanese restaurant abroad, and we were supposed to do a live stream on the next day, but he never got back to me. So what's up? I have to, but I didn't have time to do it with you. Okay, so don't worry about it, but thank you anyway. And about my interview, if you remember, I didn't do nothing because I didn't prepare good. All right, next time, man. All right, so it is what it is. You gotta prepare. If you go for an interview, especially for a top job, you gotta be prepared, guys. I got a perfect tutorial how to prepare for a job interview on the Waiters Academy on the blog page. Make sure you follow those steps. I guarantee you 99% of the time you will get the job if you follow those steps. So Mohammed says everything was perfect in interview. I behaved normal with full energy and I talked so good and I was smiling and joking and everything, just my knowledge wasn't good enough. Well, yeah, so if you are going to work at a top Japanese restaurant, they will want you to have, this Japanese cuisine knowledge. And that's why it's so important that before you go to the interview, you already have the menu. You already learn everything that they serve, and you can explain the dishes, and that will just blow them out of their. You go to an interview and you know their menu, and you can explain the dishes and the preparation and everything. Man, those people will be looking like, what? Are you kidding me? I've never seen nobody doing interview like that. And that's why I'm telling you that you're going to get 99% of the time the job, because nobody else will have put the effort to learn their menu, to learn their wine list, to learn what the kind of guests they have, about the chef. This is important, guys, and I teach you all those things. So next time, Mohammed. But we can still do the live, man. We can still do live. You can join me. Let me see. What is this? Highlight, save to your channel. No. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do it now. Let me see if I press plus. What is going to happen? Start a poll. All right, so it's not that. Now, I don't think YouTube gives me option to add somebody. Facebook, I already found out you can do it on Facebook, but on YouTube, in the middle of the live stream, they don't give me this option. Anyway, so Mohammed didn't make it on the interview, but at least you understand. It was not because of something else. It was because you had no knowledge of, I guess, the Japanese cuisine and what they serve, and culture. Also very important. When you're working in a Japanese restaurant, they will ask you to act in a proper manner. So they will ask you if you know anything about the Japanese culture. So wakarimasu. Anyway, good to see you, Mohammed. I hope that you're not too down on yourself. There will be more opportunities. Oh man, my eyes are killing me. I hate computers, and I'm in my life, the last 8 years, been just sitting on the computer for hours and hours and hours, and just destroy my eyes. I hate it, guys. I gotta tell you, man, I was happier when I was just a waiter, making tons of money, working hard, no doubt, working really hard, but making really good money, and just enjoy life with my wife, just travel the world and have fun and everything like that. So being a entrepreneur and building a business, you one day maybe will realize, if you start doing it, that is probably the hardest thing to do in life. Being an entrepreneur and building a business from ground zero, boy, this is the hardest thing to do. For me, at least, looking back, and I've done a lot of hard things in my life, but this just can't compare with nothing. You gotta be crazy, man. You gotta be really crazy to push through all the failures, all the troubles, and all the boring hours sitting on this computer here, talking to nobody, no social life, no nothing. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, I should stop complaining. All right, guys. What time is it? Oh, almost 1 hour. So I'm gonna close the live. Mohammed, I promise we will do live. I don't know when, but we will do it. Sure. Thank you, boss. Keep going in what you do. Hey, man, appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, just let me know when you have the time. And it's always this time, weekdays. So let me know. We can do it. Good. All right, guys. Listen, thank you so much to everybody. Mohammed, thank you so much. Sart, thank you so much. 47. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, work hard, make sure you make good money, enjoy life. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, everybody that has anything to say, anything to ask, anything to share, join us for the live streams on Facebook and YouTube, so we can do it together and we can help more people. All right. Thank you, guys. Peace. See you tomorrow.